Please welcome Nadia Steer-Mobley, Principal Program Manager, Windows and Device Group, who will discuss mixed reality. Let's welcome Nadia.
你好，我是 Nadia， 很高兴来到台北。I'm honored to give you a look today at what the journey has been with us for Windows Mixed Reality. Since the spring, we've announced in the spring a developer edition, and this fall, the Windows 10 Creators Update will release for production for HMDs this holiday. Today, we'll be walking through the following. Windows 10 Mixed Reality Platform User Experience. We've also made some updates to the first run user experience and how we set up Windows Mixed Reality when you connect an HMD. And we thought it would be super useful for you to see what we've done to make that setup a fantastic experience. Of course, we've also got updates for you, our hardware partners in the ecosystem, and I'll spend time going through that as well. We started this journey about a year ago here in Taipei. In fact, in December this year, I stood at this very stage, and I introduced to you Xiaobai. In December, I took Xiaobai, which is just a 3D application wearing a HoloLens, and I placed Xiaobai on this exact same table. In that demonstration, I demonstrated 6-DoF tracking technology. That is the real differentiator for Windows Mixed Reality. The precision or magic by which I can place a digital object on a physical object and walk around with freedom of movement while that digital object on the physical device or the physical table does not move is a magical capability in Windows Mixed Reality. So what I thought we would do today is, instead of end today's session with a demo, we would start today's session with a demo and just take that experience forward. So please welcome on stage two rock star technical females. Can I get a hand clap for these two? Mei Ji is Principal Program Manager working on Windows Mixed Reality, and Ming Fei is a Senior Program Manager working on Windows Mixed Reality. Both of these ladies are spending a lot of time here in Asia, partnering with our hardware partners to bring Windows Mixed Reality to life. I've asked them to show you exactly what we mean by mixed reality, the magic of our world-class 6-DoF tracking technology, and how shared experiences are possible across device classes with Windows Mixed Reality applications. Oops. Okay.
Great. Thank you, Nadia. Good morning, everyone. 大家早安. I'm Mei Ji, and I'm wearing a Microsoft HoloLens. And here's my friend Ming Fei, and she's wearing a Windows Mixed Reality headset made by Acer.
Hi, this is Ming Fei here. I figured I should at least show my face once. As you can see, on the left side is what Mei Ji is looking at through HoloLens. And on the right side is what I'm looking at through these MR devices. So Mei, let's get started.
Great. So Ming Fei and I are going to play a game today. In this game, we are both trapped on an island, and we need to work very closely to solve 3 puzzles in order to escape. And we will need your help.
But Mei, I don't want to leave the island. Look at the palm tree and sunshine. You know we don't get this in Seattle.
I know, Ming Fei. It's nice here, but there's no food or water. If we don't leave, we're going to die.
Okay, fine. Let's leave then.
So for this game, I'm going to move the island and place it on this table where Xiaobai used to sit. You can see I can walk around the island. I can take a closer look. Is that Ming Fei right there in front of a door, and look at the beach and the palm trees? She's right. It's a very nice island. Now let's see what Ming Fei is up to.
Hey, Mei, I think I need some help. I get stuck, and there's a door. I couldn't open it, and it seems I need some passcode.
Oh, let me see if there's a clue. I see a sign that says, I love pie. Does it mean anything to you, Mingfei? What is pi? Can everybody in the audience tell us, give us a help? Mingfei, I think somebody's saying 3.14. Can you try that?
Okay. Wow, you guys are so smart. Okay. Oh, it seems we are moving on. Okay, I'm on the other side of the island.
There she is.
Oh, May, where should I go now? Do you see some other hint?
Mingfei, I see another sign that says safe lighting needed.
Oh, safe lighting. Let me try. Okay, I think I can light up this torch. Oh, I'm getting unblocked.
Good job, Mingfei. Keep going. You can get us out of here.
Okay, I will try. I'm running. I really don't want to leave, but I'm running. Okay, it seems I'm getting stuck again. There are 3 colored boxes here. What should I do, May?
I'm sure there's another clue for us. Aha, here says red, green, blue.
Okay, let me try. Oh, okay. Seems I can move the boxes. That's pretty cool. Wow, the door opens again. Wow, that's a gigantic rocket ship. Are we leaving now?
Yep, fasten seatbelt, Mingfei. We are going home.
Oh, bye, island. Thanks, May. It was really fun, and thanks Windows Mixed Reality for making this happen. But where are we going? Oh no, we're hitting the floor. Bye, guys. Okay, thank you for watching. Thanks.
Thanks, everybody, for watching our demo. You noticed even when I was moving around the island was world locked to the table. That is a feature of Microsoft's 6-DoF tracking technology. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the demo.
Nice job, ladies. Thank you. And I'm going to be my own staff so that we can walk around. Was that pretty awesome? Okay. What you saw was an immersive application in mixed reality. This application is available to either type, the HoloLens or the Acer HMD. The magic of Microsoft's 6-DoF tracking technology is at work in both devices. The world's first fully untethered holographic computer, which is HoloLens, and of course the Acer HMD, which is coming available as a dev kit now, but available this holiday. This type of shared experience is made possible with our universal application platform. Windows enables a single SDK for developers right in the platform. And Mixed Reality offers Windows Store applications in both 2D and 3D experiences, again, across an array of device classes. This combination is really a powerful combination and one we thought would be exciting for you to understand today. It allows for new experiences for partners and our customers to start offering. It allows our end users to connect more, to share more, to play more, and to do more, and that's really what we believe from a Windows perspective at Microsoft. We want Windows to be the platform that allows you just to do more. So now let's define the spectrum and make sure that we take time to talk about what we mean by mixed reality. On the left-hand side, we have the physical reality in which we humans exist. On the right-hand side, we have the corresponding digital reality. Let's say we're in the physical reality, and that's on the left. We start to bring something from the digital, like a digital representation of a person, place, or thing, into the mixed reality space. And if I refer to the demo just now, I had Meiji in the HoloLens, and she could see a digital representation of Mingfei on the island. It was Mingfei physically moving in the Acer HMD, and she could see that digital representation of Mingfei on the island. The other example would be just the island itself. That was, again, a digital object. We placed that on a physical object, and that, again, is what we mean by mixed reality. We can also choose the digital side of the house. That's referring to what today we call the virtual reality space. Here we start with something that is physical, like a real physical person, place, or thing. And again, we mix in the digital in that case. So now anything in between is mixed reality. Most AR and VR offerings today represent a very small spectrum of what we're talking about. They are, however, subsets of the superset, which is what we call mixed reality from a broader term. Windows mixed reality requires that the computer is capable of perception. In other words, it understands the environment and is aware of the environment. It can also represent, again, that mix of physical, which is real, and digital environments, people, places, and things. And again, I refer back to the demo in this case. Both of the individuals in the HMD, Ming-Fei and Meiji, had devices on their heads that had environmental understanding. The 6-off tracking technology understood where they were in place on stage. It understood the scanning of the environment that they were around, and was able to perceive the physical objects in relation to the digital objects. And there are two main types of devices that we deliver today from a Windows mixed reality perspective, as you saw on stage. The first is the holographic device, a see-through lens like the Microsoft HoloLens. And the second is an immersive device with an opaque, non-see-through display. Both of these device types are available for Windows mixed reality experiences, and they exist on that broad spectrum of what we call mixed reality. So, let's talk about how mixed reality is really a superset of some great experiences that we're looking to bring to our consumers starting this holiday. Windows mixed reality works right out of the box. There's no need to drill holes or set up extraneous hardware in a room or to place sensors on a table. It works, it does all the work for you from a Windows perspective. Experiencing Windows mixed reality in any room of your house, you can escape to a world of your dreams. The possibilities are actually endless, and we're really building an environment within the mixed reality world that allows you to explore. Windows mixed reality is available, as I showed today, on a wide range of devices, giving consumers much more choice, including what we are proud of, which is some of the most available headsets in market coming this holiday. Windows provides a consistent interface across mixed reality devices. You can access more than 20,000 applications in the Windows Store today. Those are available on the PC as a universal Windows app, and those exact same applications transfer and are available within the HMD from a content perspective in Windows mixed reality. So I thought we'd also give you a peek of what insiders are starting to see this month with the Fall Creators Update of Windows 10. Just like your PC starts with a desktop, the 2D interface that you're used to seeing, or your Xbox begins with a dashboard, Windows mixed reality begins with a home. This home is beyond a menu or a lobby. This is the place for you to personalize. It's a place for you to explore. It's a place to interact with mixed reality experiences. And it has several rooms in it. And so once you're in the HMD, it really is an exciting place that allows you to go to an office, to go to a lanai, to go to a patio or the roof of this home. It actually is a digital representation of what we'd like you to think is your new home in Windows. The space in your home has purpose. Place apps, content exactly where they matter to you most. That, again, is across different rooms. Space in your home is actually not a premium. In other words, you can make an application as large as you want, in this case, on a very large screen. I like to watch the movies and TV app as large as I possibly can get it when I'm in one of the HMDs. Place multiple apps throughout your home and use them simultaneously. This is Windows. It's a platform that's designed for multitasking. And so why wouldn't we deliver that in Windows Mixed Reality? Of course we would. So you can switch between experiences by simply looking at what you want. That could be an application represented as a hologram on a shell. It can be, on a shelf. It can be an application that you've pinned to a wall. All of those are multitask ready applications for you to place in your home. And we want you to escape in this home. That idea of a mixed reality environment should be one that's all about adventure. So you can listen to birds chirping, you can hear wind chimes, you can listen to the ocean in the background. It really is an intent on our side to make very majestic views that give you a sense of wanting to explore more. And a new expanded virtual theater is available for you. In this case, I've shown you a pretty dynamic and delightful element where the walls actually open up and show you the outside. But you can get a sense for some of the things that we're building in the fall creators update of Windows 10 for mixed reality. Again, a home, a dynamic environment, a place for you to multitask, and a way in which you can personalize the space for you. So, when the Windows Creator Update will ship with a brand new shell and an extended desktop experience in virtual space. The virtual home, as I showed you, is all about spatial computing. It delivers applications that allows you to play games. Whether those apps are 3D apps or they're 2D apps, the environment allows you to play within that. Microsoft will lead the industry in rich proprietary content and applications that will run in the mixed reality shell. We want to continue to work with our hardware partners represented here to offer devices that run the best content, that run the most content, and run the most variety of content experiences for any platform. And that takes work by both of us. Our hardware partners, Microsoft, as well as our software development partners, to really bring those three pieces into a virtuous cycle where hardware, software, all work together to deliver great new experiences with these capabilities. Okay, let's move to that first run update. We call it a first run update, but it's basically what you first do when you're plugging in an HMD that you've purchased. Whether you're a developer or you're a consumer, these are the experiences that you'll first use with the Windows Mixed Reality. I thought you'd love to see just a bit more of that experience when connecting to the HMD. We've created a brand new personality. We've simplified steps. We've added motion controller pairing. And our Windows Insiders are starting to see some of these experiences come out soon. If you're a Windows Insider and you haven't seen some of these experiences I'll show you, don't worry, they'll be available in the next 2 weeks, if not sooner. In some cases, they're already available. If you're not a Windows Insider, I encourage you to start becoming a Windows Insider. It's the only way to start getting these a peek at what we're building. Okay. So we're excited to bring mixed reality to our customers, but for this reason, the first engagement from our perspective has to be really fantastic. So we start by asking the end user to clear some space. An end user can start by putting on the headset. We'll ask her to put on some headphones and make sure that she's comfortable. We'll ask her to look down and up, and that helps to make sure that the floor is aligned in terms of that human being wearing the mixed reality headset. And then we'll ask that user to gaze at a gem, and that gem sits right in front of you on the desktop PC, and you just speak the word next. Windows Mixed Reality is also a see and say platform, so speech interaction is a component of input. And the next learning application launches, which guides the end user through a brand new way of experiencing Windows Mixed Reality. We've also been working to simplify the setup, make that super fast and actually complete. We check to ensure the tethered PC has a minimum set of specifications. It meets the minimum PC specification for Windows Mixed Reality Fall Creators Update. And then we introduce the customer to the new device. This is one of my favorite parts at the moment of Windows Mixed Reality, because our OEM partners are building device companion applications, and those applications are unique to the device that they're building. So I, as an end user, get to a first run opportunity integrated into Windows and the first setup that allows me to understand the individual or different components of the HMD that I've purchased. Now, one thing that we do next is, of course, we pair you to your input. And in this case, I'm showing you the motion controllers. But of course, the gamepad and Xbox gamepad is also something in this portion of setup that you'll be able to pair. So a bit more about safety. The desktop setup includes auto floor detection. The user actually holds the HMD in front of the PC and confirms first that I'm in the center. In other words, I'm standing in front of the center of the PC. And in the Fall Creators Update, we've added the option for the end user to choose room scale, which is standing or moving around in HMD, or desk scale, which is sitting. This differentiation offers the user to best fit their space. In some places, you may not have the room for a full stand and move situation in mixed reality, or you prefer to game sitting down. The great thing about Windows Mixed Reality is I can set up one room with my mobile PC, and that boundary could be set for a sit experience. I could go to another room and set up, and that'll be a stand experience. And Windows Mixed Reality allows me to set up multiple domains or places where I can use the HMD, so I can continue to explore new ways of interacting. Now, room tracing is a simple built-in feedback application, and that really ensures that the consumer has high confidence in the tracking experience itself, and that there's a room boundary associated to where you get to play once you're in the HMD. Now remember, it's an occluded headset, so once you have the HMD on, you really can't see the space, and so we want to make sure that these safety concerns or safety conditions are met before we have you start to do and play. Now, of course, we're focused on filling the Windows Store with even more mixed reality applications, including working with your developers to port popular titles into Windows Mixed Reality. The store itself is personal. You and your device will be offered curated content for the HMD that you're in. The mixed reality content can be installed from any device, and it'll just be represented through filters for the HMD that you're wearing. Okay, now I'll spend a little bit more time on the hardware itself. Again, hopefully the share of the shell, a little bit of insight into the store, and some insight into all of the first run experiences were interesting to you. That's all the software side of the house, and now I'm really here to talk about the hardware, and so let's get into that. Previously, we announced Acer, HP, and Lenovo HMDs. And at Computex here in Taipei just 2 weeks ago, we were pleased to announce the addition of 2 more partners, Dell and Asus. Each of these designs are featuring Windows Mixed Reality's inside-out tracking technology. You can purchase one of our OEM partners' Windows Mixed Reality Developer Editions at Microsoft.com. Both HP and Acer have developer kits available for pre-order now from the Windows Store, and we're just thrilled about the enthusiasm of developers. So whether you're a hardware developer or a software developer, go ahead and get one of these pre-orders so that you can really start tuning your development as soon as possible. At our build event last month, we introduced you to new input, and I thought you'd enjoy just a preview of what that looks like. applause. Pretty cool, right? Of course, the new motion controllers use our tracking cameras. It's actually we're using optical tracking in this case. So the cameras in the HMD are seeing the motion controllers from a light constellation perspective. You do not need to add, again, more sensors to the room or sensors on top of a table in order to use the tracking technology. So I don't need those additional sensors. I really believe this is an important differentiator. When I look down to pick up something off the floor, I'm in the HMD and I have the motion controllers in my hand, and I step down to pick up something off the floor, I don't lose tracking because it turns out that where I look is typically where I want to track. If I want to move to the left or the right, I'm always in the field of view because in fact that's where I'm looking. So I don't lose tracking when I'm doing things like going down to the floor. I also don't lose tracking if I turn around and I pick up something off the floor because I don't lose visibility from a sensor that may be on a table or in the wall. And again, this is an important differentiator, something that we believe in from a Windows mixed reality perspective. The motion controller is a reference design. I think this is an important distinction. It's not a product that is branded Microsoft. It's available to each of our Windows Mixed Reality HMD partners to offer with their bundle. And this month we celebrate a pretty fantastic one-year anniversary in partnership with Quanta. Just 1 year ago, our engineers began working here in Taipei with Quanta. It's truly been amazing how much we've accomplished in just 12 short months. Major OEM partners are offering affordable headsets. We've got a single Windows platform starting with the Fall Creators Update that works with Quanta-enabled mixed reality devices. We've got developer kits in the hands of developers now, both with software companies using both the HMDs and the motion controllers. And they're all working to get content in the store. And so today I'm thrilled to also confirm that Quanta Computer is bringing both the HMDs and the motion controllers to market for Windows mixed reality technology. Thank you, Quanta. Our OEMs can work with Quanta to offer these motion controllers directly with their HMDs. Again, there's amazing things that we're going to continue to do, but here in Taipei, we can't be thrilled more than our partnership with Quanta this last 12 months in mixed reality. Now, in terms of input devices, we do allow for a variety of input. I've talked about motion controllers. I've referred to gamepads, but we also support mice and keyboards as well as gaze and voice. And so because gaze and voice are also inputs that we want to make sure that people get a chance to experience, the best speech and spatial audio experiences will actually come with Cortana certified headsets. And so if you're a headset partner or peripheral partner, I encourage you to continue to build those Cortana enabled headsets because we'll want to see those available with mixed reality in the future. That input, again, is something that's really a magical input. The fact that I can see, I can gaze, I can look, and in Windows Mixed Reality, it understands where I'm looking, and I can speak in terms of next or do, and the platform does respond. So let's move to the PC hardware side of the house. We've updated the minimum PC specification for Windows 10 Fall Creators Update. And the full specification will be published on Dev Center soon. Again, we're just finalizing the specification now. We're validating a couple of things, but that PC specification is actually going to be available very shortly. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sharing the details here today. On the processor side, integrated graphics-based systems require 2 or more physical cores and the use of Intel hyper-threading technology. For hybrid and discrete GPU configurations, we amp up the user experience with an additional system performance, and we take advantage of 4 or more physical cores in the CPU. And again, that's one distinction that I want to make sure that you understand. For hybrid and discrete GPU configurations, graphics is an important requirement, and we'll want to build new mixed reality PCs with graphics capabilities from both NVIDIA and AMD. Of course, we're also working with Intel on integrated graphics. All of those will need WDDM 2.2 from a display driver perspective. Microsoft is working very closely with Intel on Windows Mixed Reality. So as you'd expect, we'd recommend the 7th generation core-based processors. We're validating Windows Mixed Reality with both integrated graphics and discrete graphics solutions with our partners. And again, from a discrete graphics perspective, working very closely with AMD and NVIDIA. Connectivity is an important component of Windows Mixed Reality. And one additional area of clarification that I want to make is the clarification of display connectivity in terms of HMDs. The HMDs connecting to PCs with HDMI 1.4 or DisplayPort 1.2 will render at 60 Hertz. HMDs connected to PCs with HDMI 2.0 or DisplayPort 1.2 will render at 90 Hertz. Now, the 60 Hertz and the 90 Hertz is also dependent on the underlying capability of the PC in terms of the number of cores from a processor perspective, and whether you're an integrated graphics-based system or discrete graphics-based system. An external monitor or integrated display on the PC is required for both setup and while using the HMD in the Fall Creators Update. Motion controllers are Bluetooth connectivity, and so PC OEMs should build their PCs with Bluetooth 4.0, or they'll need to bundle a Bluetooth dongle if they don't have Bluetooth 4.0. The Bluetooth is actually super important, and so I want to make this point clear. We need the Bluetooth to support all the required states of Windows 10 Bluetooth in order for mixed reality motion controllers with HMD to be a fantastic experience. So the call to action there is make sure that you are supporting in your Bluetooth profile 4.0 as well as all of the requirements for Windows 10. PCs with only USB 3 Type-C ports, they'll need to ship with compatible adapters that work with Windows Mixed Reality headsets. We've created a PC compatibility tool for Windows Mixed Reality. This tool verifies and informs users if the PC meets those minimum PC specifications that I just referred to. The tool is integrated into Windows 10 Fall Creators Update. We'll also make it available in the store so that end users can download that checker tool and use it based on the PC that they already have. Windows 10 S is not compatible with Windows Mixed Reality right now. Users will switch to Windows 10 Professional in order to begin the out-of-box experience that I showed earlier. Now, I thought maybe a peek at exactly what we're checking for was also important for you to see. It's a bit redundant from the PC specification, so I just want to highlight a few key points. You'll need Windows 10 build 15063 or higher to run Windows Mixed Reality. And we're also confirming that the PC is running native Windows. This checker is also just double checking that we're not in VM and we're not in a remote desktop implementation before we are implementing the first run experience. Now, building on the language support we had in the Creators Update that we released in the spring, we plan on continuing to increase language support. So I thought it would be useful for you to see what we're planning for the Fall Creators Update. Of course, this is pending validation work that is still under that we're still doing in Redmond. But given the importance of our partnership here in Taipei, I thought that sharing with you that, of course, we've added Taiwanese was a good moment. So let's wrap things up. We're working hard to usher the next version of computing, lowering the barrier to entry and simplifying setup. We're working with Intel to increase the addressable market with mainstream PC compatibility. We're reducing the rendering of the HMD display to that 60 hertz, as I mentioned earlier. At the same time, we're also working with PCs that include discrete graphic solutions from AMD and NVIDIA. This is to offer consumers choice with even higher fidelity experiences that complement what you as a consumer or what your customers want to buy. This also allows our hardware partners to plan on how to sell up, which is something that we know is important to you. We demonstrated why today a universal application offers a shared mixed world experience across an array of devices. And then when paired with 6DoF tracking and our new motion controllers, that's an exciting new hardware solution that we can hand to developers and they can start building content for the store. So now is the time to start building Windows Mixed Reality ready PCs using the specifications that I've shared with you today. If your PC is bundled with an HMD, adapters may be necessary for connectivity, so I encourage you to really pay attention to the PC specification that's getting released. Make sure that you're thinking through both adapters as well as the connectivity story. If you have not yet ordered one of our hardware development kits, please reach out to the Microsoft Store and go ahead and grab one of those before they're all gone. 谢谢。